My name is Kayla Stevens, and I'm the senior class president of the graduating class of 2019. I would like to ask my classmates, as well as their family and friends located in the stands, to please be respectful throughout tonight's program. I am requesting that you please refrain from blowing horns, screaming out names, or behaving in any other manner that would distract from the significance of this ceremony and prevent others from enjoying this very special event. Thank you. At this time, I would request that everyone stand as the Elyria High School Band performs our national anthem. Gentlemen, you are reminded to remove your hats during the playing of the Star Spangled Banner. Please remain standing and join the Elyria High School Choir in the singing of the Elyria High School alma mater, which can be found on the back page of your program. Thank you, and please be seated.
Good evening, honored guests and class of 2019. My name is Ann Schloss. I'm the superintendent of the Elyria Schools, and it's my privilege to welcome you to the new Mercy Health Field at Ely Stadium. Isn't it beautiful? This is somewhat of a historic evening because it's the first time a graduating class will walk across this complex. And this was all made possible from the support of all of you. And as you know, across the whole city of Elyria, that support continues with the 5 new buildings that are going up. So thank you for all of your support. At this time, I would like to introduce the Board of Education. President Greg Ellick, Vice President Annie Karstoffen, Board Member Kevin Brubaker, Board Member Mike Gebhardt, and Board Member Jim Bax. Thank you for all your dedication and support to the students of Elyria. This year is the first year we've had a large enough facility to encourage staff members to join in the celebration. So at this time, would Elyria staff please stand? These are the people that day to day build the relationships and support the students that are out here tonight. So thank you for all your hard work and dedication. The same staff helps forge the dreams that each of these students have, and the support that they give them day to day is unbelievable. You may have seen the movie, The Greatest Showman. It's a Hollywood version of the P.T. Barnum story. In that story, there's a song called A Million Dreams, and I find it very fitting for a night like tonight. The lyrics are about boldness and vision, having the courage to dream big and pursue your dreams. When it comes down to it, today that's what it's all about, pursuing your dreams. All the people you see around you, your teachers, your friends, family, and community, All play essential roles in your journey, whatever that may be. But you have to have the audacity and daring to chase your dreams. Whether you want to pursue a career in healthcare, as a teacher, an engineer, the military, or the trades, or maybe own your own circus, your path is yours to forge. Be brave, be bold, and be daring. It's your destiny. And you're all pioneers after all. At this time, I would like to introduce a few music teachers from across the district. Kaylee Bonzio, Sydney Janigan, Aaron Stetler, Pat Kostalnik, and Adam Barrett. They have a special gift to the class of 2019. Thank you and enjoy this wonderful evening.
Good evening. My name is Tim Brown. It is my distinct pleasure to be the principal of Elyria High School. Please allow me now to introduce some more of tonight's guests. Located to my left, the Elyria High School Administrative Team. Associate Principal, Miss Julie Oka. Team 1 Assistant Principal, Mrs. Courtney Griffiths. Team 2 Assistant Principal, Mrs. Katie Kalamaz. Team 3 Assistant Principal, Mr. Brett Heiberger. Team 4 Assistant Principal, Mr. Chad Huser. And the Pioneer Academy Coordinator, Mr. Jim Wall. Located on the field to my right, I'd like to introduce our school district treasurer, Miss Joy Clickinger. And located on the field to my far right, representing the Lorain County Joint Vocational School, Principal Mrs. Jill Petiti. And representing the early college program at Lorain County Community College is Principal Mr. Shane Newark. I would also like to introduce Mr. Aaron Puka, the director of the Elyria High School Bands, Miss Kaylee Bonzio, the director of the Elyria High School Choirs, and my administrative assistant, Miss Patty Styler. I'd also like to thank our district's general maintenance team, as well as all our auxiliary service teams for the countless hours they have spent in making this year's ceremony a success. Finally, I would like to personally thank and recognize 3 groups of individuals for their contributions to Elyria High School over the years. The first group is our EHS teachers that will be retiring at the end of the school year. Mr. Jim Kistler, business and technology teacher, and Mrs. Barb O'Malia, science teacher. The importance they have played and the impact they have made on the lives of Elyria High School students over the course of their careers is extraordinary. Thank you so very much. The second group is all the Elyria City School employees from across the district that are either retiring at the end of the school year or leaving the district to explore new opportunities. We are here tonight because of the talent, energy, and effort each of you has poured into your respective role in the district to ensure a one-of-a-kind experience that we provide our students. Thank you. Finally, a huge shout out, thank you, and what he'd probably foremost, a big old hug to our current assistant superintendent and former high school principal who will be retiring at the end of January 2020, Dr. Thomas Jama. It has been a blessing to work alongside you, and on behalf of the thousands of students, teachers, staff, families, and residents that you have inspired with your passion, all things Elyria, I can only say you rocked it. Pioneer proud. Parents, since the time your child learned to speak, they've probably been asking you one reoccurring question over the years. Are we there yet? Whether it was going to grandma's house for Thanksgiving dinner, are we there yet? Going to Chuck E. Cheese for a birthday party, are we there yet? Heading to Cedar Point for some summertime fun, are we there yet? Or hopping over to Cleveland to catch an Indians, Browns, or Cavaliers game, are we there yet? For many of you, hearing those 4 little words might sound like fingernails on the chalkboard, quickly reminding you of the numerous obstacles and detours encountered along the way. often leaving you to wonder if you were ever going to make it through the nerve-wracking drive. Well, to all the moms and dads in the audience, I'm here to tell you tonight, your baby is graduating from Elyria High School. You finally get to answer the question, are we there yet? With a resounding yes, we've made it. I can't think of a better way to announce our arrival than to share and celebrate the astonishing things our children have accomplished. The academic highlights of the graduating class of 2019 include 9 seniors are enlisting into one of the armed forces to serve our great nation. These students are wearing a red, white, and blue cord. Will these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 4 seniors took the rigorous challenge of participating and completing the senior project. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 22 seniors received the Presidential Award for Educational Excellence. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 19 seniors received their Associates of Arts degree from LCCC. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 2 of those students earned an Associates of Arts degree with honors. Would Anaya Little and Mason Repus please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 2 seniors have earned the State of Ohio's Seal of Biliteracy for proficiency achievement in English and French. These students are wearing a medallion. Would Angelina Alicio and Evan Collins please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 43 seniors will receive an honors diploma tonight. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 69 seniors are members of the National Honor Society. These students are wearing a gold cord. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 2 seniors are members of the National Technical Honor Society. Would LaJana Marcano and Kristen Reed please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 1 senior is graduating with Teacher Education Exploration Honors. She is wearing a red and black cord. Would Julianne Manholt please stand to be recognized? Four seniors of African American descent have earned the honor of graduating in the top 10% of the 2019 graduating class. These students are wearing the LeCapsey stole. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 212, or 53% of the seniors received the merit roll, honor roll, or the high honor roll throughout the school year. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 72 seniors are graduating with a 3.75 grade point average or higher and have earned the Scholastic E. These students are wearing gold tassels. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. The graduating class of 2019 is the first official group of students recognized using the Latin honor system for academic distinction. 25 seniors are graduating with a 3.75 to a 3.99 accumulative GPA, earning cum laude honors recognition. These students are wearing a bronze medal. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 21 seniors are graduating with a 4.00 to a 4.299 accumulative GPA, earning magna cum laude high honors recognition. These students are wearing a silver medal. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. 26 seniors are graduating with a 4.30 or higher accumulative GPA, earning summa cum laude highest honors recognition. These students are wearing a gold medal. Would these students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Finally, the class of 2019 has earned over $1.75 million in scholarships. Would any student receiving a scholarship please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Parents, I would also like to take the opportunity to thank each of you for entrusting your child's education with us. You've graciously allowed us along for the ride and to be a part of your family's lives. Not only have you included us in the growth and development of your child, you've stood beside us as we continue to build and construct our district for the city of Elyria and the children and families of our wonderful community. Now let's keep the celebration going and share a few more remarkable things that your children have accomplished throughout the school year. Their gifts and talents are on display in so many other ways. How about our Elyria Pioneer Marching Band, which hosted its 45th annual Parade of Bands back in September. For the second consecutive year, had a student pep band that performed at designated boys and girls home boys basketball games, a wind ensemble that qualified to compete at the state adjudicated contest, energized a crowd with an amazing band appreciation night at the courthouse steps, and marched in the Memorial Day Parade, taking home the City of Elyria's Best Band Award. Our Strings and Orchestra program organized the second annual Holiday Spectacular concert in coordination with the band and choir programs. The fiddlers performed at the National Honor Society and Senior Award ceremonies. and the chamber orchestra earned a 2 at the Ohio ASTA state competition. The program also has several students earning scholarships to perform as members of the Northern Ohio Youth Orchestra, as well as students earning scholarships to participate at Baldwin-Wallace's University String Orchestra Camp. And then what about the tremendous vocal talent of our students, represented in 5 choral ensembles, highlighted by an a cappella choir that received a 1 rating from the judges at regional choir competition, qualifying for state competition. A treble choir received a 1 rating at both regional and state adjudicated contests. The program also served as the host site for the Ohio Music Educators Association Regional Choir Contest and performed in a combined effort with the band and orchestra at the Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday Celebration, as well as the sold-out Holiday Spectacular Concert. Would any senior that participated in band, orchestra, or choir during high school please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Performance in visual arts. Our students' theatrical talents were on full display in plays and musicals throughout the year, which included Alice in Wonderland, A Charlie Brown's Christmas, Almost Maine, and Mamma Mia. 1 student was asked to perform at the State Thespian Conference. We have 11 seniors that are a part of the National Thespian Honor Society, and 2 seniors who won National Thespian Scholarships. 1 student's artistic abilities were on full display with numerous awards, including the Elyria Apple Fest Art Competition. Seniors earning 3 gold keys, 3 silver keys, and over 2 dozen honorable mentions in the National Scholastic Art Competition. 2 seniors completed the rigors of an advanced placement AP Art. 1 senior won a People's Choice Award at this year's Lorain County Art Show, and 1 senior is currently participating in the VFW's Art Contest. Would any senior that participated as a cast member, technical crew, PAC team member, please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Would any student inducted to the National Thespian Honor Society or a student winning an art award please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Our junior ROTC program participated in over 70 events throughout the school year, including 25 color guards, honoring veterans on Veterans Day, helping the community honor our veterans at the Wesleyan Village, and conducting a service learning project that will help bring a Veterans Memorial Wall to the Wesleyan Village. The junior ROTC program also competed in multiple drill competitions throughout the school year. The program was also formally recognized by the Sons of the American Revolution Ohio chapter and received a Unit of Distinction honor with an overall score of 96.5 from the JPA inspection. This was the highest score in school history. Finally, these students placed over 1,700 flags on our veterans' graves at Brookdale Cemetery prior to Memorial Day weekend. Would any senior JROTC student please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Our students have the opportunity to participate and compete in 24 interscholastic athletic programs. Every student has to maintain a 2.00 or higher GPA to even be eligible to participate. I'm proud to say these students represent Elyria High School as positively on the field as they do in the classroom at school. Some of the athletic team and individual highlights include 2 wrestlers finishing 3rd and 4th in the state at their respective weight class, a senior swimmer that established a new school record in diving with a score of 377.9, a 4th place 4x100 meter boys state relay team in track, setting a time of 42.23 seconds, which could be also a new school as well as county record. A 9th place 4x2 boys state relay team in track, and a regional champion softball team making it to the state Final Four in Division I's playoffs. Go Pioneers. Would any student that competed as a member of an EHS athlete team while in high school please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Finally, our students participate in more than 45 school-sponsored clubs and organizations, ranging from student council to link crew to foreign language clubs to an anime club to a ukulele club to the Elyria Teens Achieve Success, ETES, just to name a few. The Elyria High School Robotics Team 11124R and 11124X qualified and competed in the VEX Robotics World Championship this past April in Louisville, Kentucky, where the team 11124R won the World Spirit Award. Finally, these amazing students involved in these groups and organizations have over 10,000 documented hours of community service. Way to go, students. Would any senior that participated in a club or a student organization please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. The accomplishments of the class of 2019 are nothing short of amazing. Please excuse me now as I will turn my back to the crowd and directly address the senior class. All right, seniors, you ready? About 6 months ago, you and your family received this beautiful gift in the mail. A lovely gift that I'm sure you've displayed in a very prominent place in your house. The gift I'm speaking about is the district's 2019 yearly calendar featuring the building principles of the Elyria City School District. Just what you've always wanted. In the event our picture wasn't enough, we even provided you with some fun facts so you could learn a little more about each of us. For example, I shared that one of my favorite foods is bacon. Why you need to know that information, I have no idea. But you finally can guess that after the ceremony, when I get a bite to eat, I'm probably going to have something with bacon on it. All kidding aside, I intentionally saved one of my calendar responses for tonight's ceremony. The question and response that I didn't share with you then is, what is your best advice to students? So here you go. This is my response to that very question. My best advice to you is to never allow yourself to say, I am bored, ever again. Let's just eliminate it completely from your vocabulary right here tonight. You found out at a very young age, it didn't take long for your parents' suggestions to go from pretty good, like why don't you go outside and play, to pretty miserable, you could clean up the mess in your bedroom, if you ever mentioned you were bored or there was nothing to do. As a student, how quickly did you notice the change in your teacher's attitude whenever a classmate shared the sentiment, "This is boring. Why do we have to do this anyway?" I'll let your memories be the judge of whether that turned out good or not so good for the class. And soon, the day will come that you'll find the person you want to spend forever with. Don't ever allow yourself, under any circumstances, to utter the words, "I am bored." Just like trying to get toothpaste back in the tube, you can't work your way out of that mistake without making a bigger mess. And you'll never hear the end of it. Your life is anything but boring. It only takes a little encouragement and a few friendly reminders for you to see the unlimited possibilities you can explore, even if you find yourself starting to think, "I might be bored." You can try opening a book you've never read before to gain a new perspective, understand a different point of view, or learn a fascinating piece of information. You can drive down a road you've never traveled on to simply notice the things you never knew were there. The next time you go out to eat, you can try ordering something from the menu that you've never tried before. It can't be that bad, or why would they put it on the menu? And when all else fails, you pick up the phone and you call your mom and dad just to say hello. But remember, you're not calling them because you're bored. You're calling them because you miss them and you are thankful for everything they've done for you to chase your life's dreams. And now you have my best advice. In closing, the graduating class of 2019 will always hold a special place in my heart. 4 years ago, we walked through the doors of Elyria High School together, and now I have the honor and the privilege to hold the door open for each of you as you leave us to live out your dreams. Please acknowledge that within your body, mind, and spirit, you are ready to live a successful adult life because you are pioneer proud. Always remember that you are well equipped to face all the obstacles you'll encounter and the adventures you'll experience on your life's path because you are pioneer strong. And never forget that no matter where life takes you, you will always, always be an Elyria pioneer. And now we've come full circle, and you should be glad to know we finally reached the point of the ceremony where you get the answer to your question. Are we there yet? And like you've heard so many times before, not yet, just a little bit longer. To the graduates of 219, enjoy your life's journey. If you make it a good one, I can promise you it will never be boring. Go Pioneers. At this time, I would like to ask the senior members of the a cappella choir to move to the risers. Seniors, after you have finished, please return immediately to your seats.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
So let the lonely feeling wash away, 'cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. Someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be You will be found. Class of 2019, we finally made it. Through all of our successes and failures, darkness and light, we found a way to shine. Now, the next mountain that we will climb is before us. And through hell or high water, we will make it. We are strong, we are capable. We will be the change. We will rise up and carry each other to the next chapter of our lives. We will be found.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Robert Graves, who will introduce our senior class speaker.
Good evening. On behalf of the Senior Speaker Selection Committee, I would like to introduce to you this year's 2019 speaker, Kayla Stevens.
Good evening and welcome everyone. My name is Kayla Stevens. I would like to formally send a special welcome and congratulations to the class of 2019. We finally made it! Okay. All of you may not know who I am, but we all have something in common. We have all created a lifetime of memories here at Elyria High School, and we are now graduating together. As all of us sit here, we have plenty of time to reflect on our past 4 years and how we made it to this day. We have our own stories to tell, some positive and some negative. I would like all of us to reflect back on the time when we first stepped foot into this building. Even though I cannot remember all of my freshman and sophomore years, I can remember being in awe by the many different opportunities that were offered at Elyria High School. As we embarked on our journey, we all found our own passions by joining organizations such as Link Crew, Pioneer Pack, JROTC, football, and even Anime Club. The possibilities were endless for us to develop ourselves and determine who we were going to be. Coming to high school allowed for us to open our eyes and embrace the idea that we do have significance in this world. One of the most rewarding organizations I was a part of here was marching band. When I started band, I never imagined that I would be the leader of the band. The sounds of the words, "And now, led onto the field by your drum major," will forever be etched into my mind. Band showed me that being a leader is more than just having that title. It involves respect, patience, and not allowing others' opinions to deter you from being yourself. We have all succeeded in making our own imprints on the school, whether it be from our daily interactions with one another, the friendships we have built, or mistakes we have made. No matter what, the challenge we have faced during these 4 years, we can all say that we never gave up. We have shared some fun times as well, such as cheering on the staff dance team at the staff versus student basketball games, and continue the school day even when we did not have power. There, and many more memories we have made, but I choose to not mention them in front of this crowd. Sorry. The best memories we have made have also included the people we have chosen to surround ourselves with. Our friends and family have been some of our main supporters to help us through emotional times or to just share a laugh with. From Queen Beyonce herself, she said, "I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I only have to follow my heart and concentrate on what I want to say. I run my world." We are all given the power over our actions, and we will forever run our world. As a class, we will not stop here. We will move on to bigger and better endeavors, such as college, trade school, or even the armed forces. We must continue moving forward because the world is waiting for us to make our mark on it. But we must not forget about those who pushed us to keep going through high school, such as our teachers and counselors. Even the teachers have shared some funny moments with us, like Miss Bonzio riding her scooter around school, and Mr. Jablonski offering to hold class at his house when the power went out. He also said he would provide Kool-Aid. Mr. Warden, a substitute teacher, has become our adoptive grandfather, and we still do not understand why some of our teachers are willing to get to school before 6:30 a.m. They have been our family and mentors away from home, and they are so proud that we have made it to this day. They have given us constant support, and they have invested in time with us. So we all give them thanks. In life, we cannot always count on having opportunities handed to us, but always remember that the chance to achieve greater is always within our reach. I was once told to never let someone turn your sky into a ceiling. You have to break through and keep going. In all stages of life, when one door closes, there is the opportunity for a new door to open. I hope you take this opportunity to find who you truly are and how you can make your everlasting footprint. So if you do not remember anything from what I just said these last few minutes, I want you to remember this. Only you can decide your limits and to run your world, because there is no one like you. Thank you, and congratulations again to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Kayla. At this time, I would like to introduce the 2019 senior class officers. President, Callie Fennick. Vice President, Emily Nemeth. Secretary, Haley Simons. Treasurer, Luke McMillan. I would also like to extend my thanks and gratitude to these officers and their senior class advisor, Mrs. Deborah Meredith. You are all amazing and have done a remarkable job this past year. Members of the audience and of the senior class, I am asking that you withhold all applause until all diplomas are presented. Please allow every parent and family member to hear the name of their son or daughter as it is called.
Callie Marie Fennick.
Emily Ann Nemeth.
Haley Christine Simons.
Luke David McMillan.
Allison Antoinette Allen.
Hannah Nicole Andrews.
Angelina Marie Alicio.
Jack Schaefer Bailey.
Jason Blake Balmuda.
Logan Michael Body.
Chloe Elizabeth Brawley.
Angelina Marie Cagle.
Miranda Noel Castelli.
Avalon Arista Coates.
Brandy Renee Cobb.
Madison Chanel Daniels.
Samari Sinai Duncan.
Alyssa Jade Farrell.
Austin Lee Fugit.
Kaylin Reese Gibson.
Zoe Christina Gonzalez.
Samantha Lynn Gotchling.
Charles Gullett III.
Tabitha Ann Katowski.
Zane Christopher Harden.
Tiana Trinice Harris.
Alexander James Heiberger.
Brandon Lee Hernandez.
Samantha Lynn Jason.
Shella Moon Dzorsky.
Diamond Rachel Jones.
Paige Kime.
McKenna Emily Keir.
Dylan Andrew Kamik.
Jillian Kate Ladd.
Kayla Renee Lowry.
Taylor Paige Majoris.
Julianne Nicole Manholt.
Lijana Lynn Marcano.
Essence Shalov Milton.
Trinity Faye Mitchell.
Maya Nicole Noble.
Gage Ryan Norris.
Jana Marie Palella.
Gabriella Louise Peliquin.
Alexis Elizabeth Patrisco.
Skylar Paige Reichland.
Mason Nicole Repas.
Alexis Nicole Rowe.
Xander Dale Saunders.
Elizabeth Erin Schofield.
Sierra Paige Schroyer.
Samantha Ray Shue.
John Joseph Schumann.
Zachary Thomas Schuster.
Madison Michelle Smith.
Samantha Shelby Spencer.
Kayla Marie Stevens.
Ariana Elizabeth Stevens.
Isabel Marie Stewart.
Nicholas Scott Taylor.
Tori Elizabeth Thomas.
Ashley Nicole Thompson.
Anna Marie Thornsbury.
Abby Elizabeth Travers.
Ramaya Lee Wallace.
Taylor Jordan Wilbond.
Antoine Jaquez Williamson Jr.
Liberty Jewel Worth.
Olivia Corinne Ybarra.
Nick Lee Abbey.
Kiranisha Adams.
Abraham Lewis Aguilar Jr.
Devin Lee Allheight.
Bailey Garrett Amanek.
Tajan Markel Allgood.
Nicholas Alexander Arno.
Raven Amber Andrus.
Cassidy Alexis Baker.
Samaria Neasia Atkinson.
Haley Nicole Ball.
Sarah Catherine Baker.
Zahir Alexander Ball.
Joshua Robert Ball.
Sean Bauer.
Noel Francis Ann Bauer.
Javion Lavelle Benton.
Feliciana Honesty Bean.
Tenario Lene Berry.
Tavion Lavelle Benton.
Veronica Lee Betts.
Destiny Nicole Benton.
Tremere Amani Blair.
Jacob Kyle Bird.
Katrina Genevieve Board.
Cassandra May Board.
Madison Danielle Bollinger.
Brianna Marie Boggs.
Kiway Din Brooks Jr.
Jayshawn G. Brazil.
Henry Isaiah Brown.
Austin Charles Brown.
Cameron Brubaker.
Mariah Angelise Brown.
Skylar Renee Kane.
Cheyenne Marie Buckles.
Deanna Raquel Cannon.
Ashton David Kelsey.
Rachel Cantor.
Christopher Allen Canonizado.
Tyler Dylan Carson.
Sierra Esco Dwayne Carey Jr.
Jeremy Allen Chamberlain Jr.
Hati Castro.
Andre Roberto Claudio.
Isabella Josephine Sereno.
Kenneth Lewis Cohn IV.
Hannah Lucille Clement.
Evan Michael Collins.
Alexander Julius Renee Colbert Nolan.
Leah Caroline Coolball.
Angelica Rose Connard.
Madison Elizabeth Costello.
Eugene Anthony Corlin Jr.
Michael Anthony Couts.
Shaquan Kingman Costin.
Noah Robert Cruz.
Joshua Patrick Krosky.
Brittany Mae Dowdy.
Alex Herbert Dubovich.
Thomas James Deitcher.
Faith Sandrice Davis.
Angelina Marie Diaz.
Kobe Nathaniel Cicero de Jesus.
Tayshawn Demarius Easley.
Bianca Marie Diaz.
Janae Edwards.
Jessica Paige Edgel.
Steve Justin Embry Lopez.
Shelly Angel Elliott.
Claire Elizabeth Enzyme.
Joseph Matthew Emerson.
Ryan James Filata Durazio.
Kevin Deshaun Evans.
Jonathan Abdiel Figueroa Esteras.
Austin Jeffrey Fields.
Devin Fontanez.
Matthew Jose Flores.
Haley Miel Fox.
Alexis Nicole Fowles.
Isaiah Joel Fridley.
Noah Edward France.
Kaylee Lene Friesen.
Aaron Lamar Frost.
Stephen Edward Gibbons Jr.
Anton Martin Garcia.
Zamaya Charnay Glass Galmarini.
Dylan Jacob Gill.
Isabella Renee Gonzalez.
Marielle Rose Godby.
Austin Gorby.
Lila Denise Gooch.
Josiah Malachi Grantham.
Cinque Levon Grant.
Emily Madison.
Kyron Lamel Griffin.
Clivy Wilson Griggs III.
Chase Alex Rubjesic.
Logan Patrick Gump.
Haley Elizabeth Hagler.
Haley Nicole Hall.
Daniel Lawrence Handyside.
Robbie Hansen.
Autumn Rochelle Hardman.
Essence Jonay Harris.
Sean Logan Harris.
Stephen Michael Hastings.
Julie Ann Hawkey.
Dominic Jamar Hawkins.
Madison Caroline Hebebrand.
Desiree Elise Lucille Henline.
Naya Marnay Herman.
Jennifer Hernandez Ramirez.
Matthew Daniel Hirsch.
Marvin Lee Hirsch Jr.
Amber Jareen Hersman.
Anthony Troy Hill.
Dinah Jean Hill.
Madison Leanne Hodge.
Alexis Holloway.
Jason Latrell Holmes.
Malik Emmanuel Holt.
John Christopher Hood.
Aaliyah Hopkins.
LaJuan Deshaun Hopper.
Parishay Elel Horton.
Malia Antoinette Humphrey.
Ethan David Humrick.
Hannah Elizabeth Hunt.
Kaylin Renee Hunt.
Joseph Thornton Inge IV.
Brianna Joanne Huntington.
Jalen Amari James Isom.
Elisha Janae Irizarry Ramos.
Adam Neal Johnson.
Shauna Marie Johnson.
Luvan Christopher Johnson.
Adia Janae Johnson.
Micaiah Ari Johnson.
Zachary Allen Johnson.
Andrew Dion Jones.
Haley Renee Jordan.
Maya Nicole Kilgore.
Simone Monique Kilgore.
Christopher Douglas King.
Deja Honesty King.
Jarrell Brandon Kirk.
Jonathan Michael Kiss.
Kyle David Klotz.
Michael Paul Kabilski Jr.
Jasmine Toy Leanne Kosicki.
Sarah Mackenzie Kroll.
Jordan Cutler.
Andrew Levis.
Candace Renee Lennox.
Javion Sincere Lewis.
Courtney Ann Lewis.
Naya Cheyenne Little.
Trenton Michael Lewis.
Jordan Lee Lopez.
Dorian Nakia Lowe.
Hayden Philip Lowstead.
Brandon Jeffrey Lohr.
Christiana Tanae Lund.
Alexandra Mackenzie Lucas.
Dwayne Nazim Matt.
Madeline Aaron Muchak.
Noah Michael Maloney.
Brandon James Mack.
Adrian Latrell Martin.
Travis Stephen Mansfield.
Azarian Zamir Isis Martin.
Alea Tashel Martin.
Felicity K. Martin.
Derek Lawrence Martin.
Alexander Wayne McConnell.
Gerald Maurice McCall.
Toniana Brendacia McCollum.
Hannah Lynn McCrae.
Kaylee Paige McGrath.
Ebony Renee McElroy.
Brennan Avery Meadows.
Xavier Shaheen McIntosh.
Catherine Rose McKyle.
Amy Elizabeth Mahalik.
Jacob Michael Mills.
Philip Angelo Mercado.
Andrew Christian Moore.
Jacob Lee Mills.
Haley Michelle Morton.
Brad Jordan Minor.
Keon Joseph Najarford.
Tyson Darius Morant.
Vera Nixon Beckett.
Deandra Janae Nettles.
Alize Michaela Norris.
Jermel Deshaun Nolan Jr. Jaron Alec O'Connor.
Kaylee Rose Oldfield.
Lorenzo James Ortiz.
Hector David Ortiz Jr.
Hunter Presley Osborne.
Cameron Tyler Oskins.
Mark Anthony Paris Smith.
Shannon Marie Panter.
Megan Ann Ferris.
Damia Jalyn Parks.
Nathan Edward Pierce.
Giovanna Maria Piazza.
Maria K. Pitts.
Quayla Marie Tierra Pilson.
Khalil Ishan Ammons Kahar.
Tatum Powers.
Alex Michael Reeser.
Joshua Robert Rader.
Alexandria Nicole Reed.
Kevin John Alexander Redinger.
Logan Martin Xavier Reed.
Caitlin Rose Reed.
Jonathan David Rising.
Kristen Marie Reed.
Jeffrey Allen Richard Jr.
Chase Christian Reisinger.
Ariane Renee Robinson.
Cole Eris Reiser.
Caleb Javon Rogers.
Dakota Michael James Rodriguez.
Anne-Marie Negroni Roman.
Jonathan David Lloyd.
DeAndre Tyrus Roseboro.
Darian Rashad Ross.
Stephen Christopher Rothgary.
Cody Braden Rozak.
Andrew Joseph Rominski.
Inesco Allen Santo Domingo.
Dakota Ray Serrano.
Daytona Michael Serrano.
Isabel Marie Serrano.
Darion Josiah Shannon.
Zaire and Andre Sharp.
Noah Jacob Shawley.
Katie Ann Schauber.
Dylan Thomas Short.
Sean Michael Skinner.
Garrett Matthew Smalley.
Shakora Smith.
Kira Rose Smith.
Alexander Brad Michael Spicer.
Fantasia Savannah Solomon.
Chase Spradlin.
Anthony Christopher Michael Spooner.
William Joseph Stanley.
Sean Charles Springmeyer.
Tyler Benjamin Stone.
Kayla Jeanette Stoudemire.
Joseph Riley Streets.
Connor Joseph Sweeten.
Alyssa Alexandria Swain.
Annalise Bailey Tarrant.
Josiah Monroe Tallhammer.
Viala Namari Thomas.
Madeline Naomi Taylor.
Isaiah Demetrius Lee Thomas.
Dynasty Ari Thomas.
Miranda J. Toblin.
Marlon Thomas Bonilla.
Taylor Marie Trill.
William Torres.
Douglas Todd Thomas Von Meyer.
Monroe Edward Turner.
Kira Nichelle Ward.
William Demetrius Waddell.
Corey Wayne Warner Shelton.
Nadia Monet Ward.
Tyler Brewer Webb.
Brandon Paul Watson.
Colin James Weekly.
Seth Michael Weber.
Aubriana Jalen White.
Jason Daniel Wiles.
Ariana Grace Wicks.
Jasmine Monet Whitfield.
Kayla Starr Williams.
Matthew Allen Wilhan.
Christopher Michael Willis.
Kaylin Sky Williams.
Mariah Lee Wiseman.
Cornell Willis.
Garrett Andrew Warden.
Alana Dominique Christina Woolbright.
Lindsay Marie Weiland.
Patricia Woke.
Catherine Freda Norris Youssef.
Clara Beverly Wypasek. Matthew Kyle Zuckerman.
Tonight, our seniors receive the flower as they pass through the commencement lines. Graduates, after tonight's ceremony, please give that flower to the person who has had the most positive influence on you during your school years. Audience, please don't forget to check out the Elyria High School Interactive Academic Hall of Fame at elyria.touchpros.com. The class of 2019 is the second official group of Hall of Fame inductees, and the web address is listed in your program. Seniors, you are reminded to pick up your diploma insert at the identified Fieldhouse locker room following tonight's program. The staff will be in place to distribute diplomas for about 30 minutes. The cap, gown, sashes, and awards are yours to keep. The last shuttle bus returning guests to the parking lot locations will leave the stadium approximately 45 minutes after the conclusion of tonight's ceremony. It is a tradition at Elyria High School commencements to ask the senior members of the a cappella choir to sing the traditional benediction. EHS seniors will sing for us one last time, this time as alumni. If the graduating class of 2019 would please stand. Graduates, please move your tassel to the left side of your cap. Members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Schloss, faculty, staff, parents, family, and friends in attendance, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you the Elyria High School Class of 2019.